Hey Virgo, we're going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Virgo. All right, Virgo. Virgo. All right. Virgo. Oh, 2 cards just came out for your goal here. So, all right. And the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. Awesome. So that is you guys, Virgo. So, all right, let's see. You guys have the Moon card and the Knight of Swords. This is showing up for your desire here. All right. All right, I feel like there's something here that you're trying to figure out, something that is confusing in some sense or something that has not been revealed yet. I feel like you are on the path for information or to uncover something, okay? That's what I feel. Very much so, actually, Virgo. I think that's really exactly what we're talking about. I think there's something you're like, this needs to be revealed. I need to figure this out, that kind of stuff. I'm doing it now. That's what I feel. So, all right. All right, let's see. You guys have the 2 of Swords. All right, sorry. So, okay, so yes, you guys have the 2 of Swords. This is showing up for the possible issue here. I think there's something that, well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. I feel like there's something that maybe just has, either it's a freaking hard decision here. You might just be like, well, I'm stuck between 2 choices, or I don't know, like, which way to go, that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know how to think about this, or do I believe that, or I have this information, and now what do I do with it? Or there could be something, again, that you're friggin' avoiding, you know, that kind of stuff. But all right, Virgo, I'm also getting the idea of like, oh my God, I don't know if you're like doing something like completely like secretly right now. Okay, that kind of stuff. That might be part of whatever this is. And I wonder if you're feeling like somebody is onto you, or somebody is like, oh, they know what I'm doing, or that somebody has seen something that you're like, yeah, but that's supposed to be friggin' private, dude. Okay, that kind of thing. All right, that could also be something. So, all right, for your opportunity, you guys have the 3 of Swords here. So maybe this is like practicing healing, or, you know, well, healing through something. Okay, that kind of stuff. Maybe, yeah, God, still healing something, you know, waiting for something to kind of heal in some sense. All right, that kind of stuff. Why do I feel like that's like a dog? You know, when you say it to a dog, maybe those are fancy dogs. I have no idea, but you know, I'm not sure. We're going to keep going, but I don't know. All right. Your opportunity might also be more of a reverse 3 of Swords here. This might be more of a like healing yourself in some sense, or putting something together. You know what I'm saying? Especially if there's been a where it's like, I don't know where to go from here. I really don't, what's the next thing I'm doing, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Maybe there is something about like putting pieces together slowly, or I guess it doesn't have to be slow, but putting pieces of something together, okay, that kind of stuff, or to come back from a break. All right, so let's see what is going on here. Virgo. All right. Okay, so you already had 2 cards come out for your goal here. The Moon card, Knight of Swords. Again, I feel like this is, you know, being like, well, I need to figure this out right now, or I need to like, you know, this is confusing. I need to figure it out, or I am figuring it out, something about that. Okay, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm understanding for your goal here. All right, so you have the Knight of Wands, and this is showing up as what to do. So yes, this is like definitely following your impulses, and I do think there's an energy of like quickness, you know, going kind of quickly about something, or being extremely sure about yourself. And when you are feeling like, okay, that's it, it's like going towards that, you know what I'm saying? Going towards that direction, or whatever it is here, right? Okay. Yeah, I do think that there is something about like actual movement in some sense. Okay. Or this could be possibly following the trail. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, we were saying something about friggin' dogs. I got to tell you, maybe that's what it is, you know, like, you know, dogs, they're supposed, I don't know, like a hound dog or something. You're supposed to be like, follow the trail. And then they do. I don't know, that, you know, could be something about that. You have the Page of Cups, and this is showing up as what to avoid here. All right, I would avoid feeling like, okay, so if you think that something is possible and there's like somebody else who's like, that's not possible, you can avoid that. Like, just be like, no, that's maybe it's impossible for somebody else. So that's completely fine. Okay. That kind of thing. But I don't know that whatever you're doing here is impossible. I don't think so. Maybe not everybody does it. I'm not sure, but I certainly would avoid being like, oh, I'm going to either avoid my feelings on this issue completely, or I'm going to avoid thinking of the possibilities of something. Okay, that kind of stuff. So, all right. Well, I got to tell you, for some of you guys, maybe that is what it is. There might be something where it's like, you know what, make your move and then that's it, dude. Like, don't be like, okay, well, what if this or what if this, what if that? Okay, because that, you know, you're going to make yourself like, you're going to be on a repeated loop then, you know what I'm saying? So that could be something here. Some of you guys, it might have something to do with a mother figure, okay, that kind of stuff. Or again, possibly a Cancer sign. There might be something in that, all right? Okay, so let's see. You guys have the Two of Swords and you have it with the Ten of Swords here. This is showing up as the possible issue. I feel like, I feel like information that has been revealed was a huge backstab or betrayal of some sort, okay? Or because something was not revealed or was not, like out in the open in some sense, I feel like the issue was like, well, then there was a loss from that maybe is hard to recover from, okay? That kind of stuff. There's been a cover up on something, all right? There's something has been like, okay, this is the real story, but we're going to put this story on, like in front of it, that kind of stuff. I understand that, but I feel like that might have caused a issue in some sense. So, all right, let's see. You guys have the Four of Pentacles. This is showing up as what to do here. So I feel like what to do is to keep something personal or keep something for yourself, okay? That kind of stuff. Hold on to a specific thing here, all right? That's what I'm feeling. Is that what I'm feeling? This has to do with timing, okay? Which has been such a theme these past few readings, but let's clarify this, okay? Because I'm like, I don't know, is that... Well, okay, no, it is. Okay, so yes, I do think that what to do here is to hold on to something, but you have the Hanged Man as what to avoid. I think this is the length of time that you're holding on to something, okay? I don't think this is like, yep, we're holding on to this and this is a forever thing. Nope, I think we're holding on to it for the current moment and we're avoiding holding on to it for forever. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. That's what I think, okay? So again, could be something about like timing coming into play here, that kind of stuff. It almost feels like don't wait too long on something, all right? That kind of stuff. Don't wait too long on something and don't like jump the gun, that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's see. You guys have the Three of Swords and you have it with the King of Cups here. This is showing up as your opportunity. There is something possible. Maybe this is like an apology or a heartfelt conversation or putting the pieces together, putting pieces back together from something. I don't know, that kind of stuff, okay? I understand that. I also think maybe there's an opportunity here to possibly process grief or something like that. Okay, there's also something about three different parts of something, okay? So cutting something into three different parts, and I wonder if this is, those already three parts are already cut and now you're gonna put them back together, or if this is something is together and to put it into three parts. I don't know. I know that I don't know. That sounds really specific, but that's what I'm feeling with whatever's going on for your opportunity here. All right. Maybe even like the way that you're managing the way something like physically hurts, okay? That could also be something that is like in your opportunity in some sense, okay? That kind of stuff, especially if maybe this has to do with like, I don't know, a medical reference. Again, I'm not a doctor, but okay, there might be something in that way. Either healing from grief or like literally there's something that like physically hurts and there might be a certain way to kind of like relieve that pain in some sense, okay? That kind of stuff. So, all right, you guys have the Empress card. This is showing up as what to do. So yeah, this might be just like kind of like nurturing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like really putting energy into yourself, loving yourself, that kind of stuff. I think so. It almost feels like, yeah, like nurturing your own self here, like being like, no, I also matter. Like that kind of stuff. It's almost like don't forget about yourself in the process, that kind of thing. Maybe this is even like getting something nice for yourself or doing, I don't know, like doing something that, makes you feel good about yourself in some sense, that kind of thing. That might be, it's like, yeah, it's, you know, do that. All right. So for what to avoid, you guys have the Strength card here. I feel like this is overexerting yourself or like pushing when you're maybe supposed to be resting, or, you know, something is still recovering or healing, that kind of stuff. I feel like it's like avoid pushing more on that, or avoid, avoid like overexerting yourself in some sense. Okay. That kind of stuff. Interesting. I do want to see what this King of Cups, I just want to clarify this King of Cups with like the Three of Swords and the King of Cups here for your opportunity. What's this King of Cups here for Virgo? What is this King of Cups? This is an upgrade. I got to tell you, this is like feeling something intuitively, and then it's like your opportunity is to like, I don't know, master that, or to focus on that particular thing. You know what I'm almost getting? It's like, you know, when you go to college and you have like your major, and then sometimes you'll have like a study in this, or like, but my focus is in this, that kind of thing. I'm almost understanding that. There might be, it's like, okay, there's this one big thing that we're kind of maybe working on here. And then it might be that it's like, okay, yes, but then there's also something that's like another thing that is maybe more focused. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. Okay, that might be something here. So what is this King of Cups real quick? The Fool card. Interesting. Okay. Maybe this is putting something together in a new way, or doing something that, again, is like kind of like you're maybe taking a leap of faith on a particular healing. Maybe this like holistic healing, or doing something like Reiki, or I don't know, something about that. Okay, that kind of stuff. I feel like there is something in that, especially with that Fool card here. This maybe is even understanding that, I want to say something was like a friggin' accident. There was like, something was an accident, and it's like that was like a freak situation, or that was like, you know, something that was not, it was an accident. I don't know, like a, you know, like, whoa, didn't see that coming, or something like that. Okay, that might be part of your opportunity, is more of like an understanding of that. Okay, that kind of stuff here. Really interesting. I feel like the Moon card and the King of Cups here are playing off of each other. Okay, I feel like they're supposed to be together. So I don't know, I'm not sure. This is an interesting reading here, Virgo. So all right, that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this, you might be shortening the distance of something as well. All right. Or you might have somebody on your behalf doing that for you. All right. So that is what I have for you guys, Virgo. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you can check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.